Hello, welcome. Welcome. This is the global community for adults who are healing CPTSD. My name is Athena, and I will be facilitating our time together tonight. We've all been joining together here about once a week for 10 years now. It's pretty remarkable when you think about the amount of time that we've been coming together. It really is. It's just such a gift to be in community with you. So what we're going to do, what we have been doing on Monday nights at 7 p.m., we've been focusing on nervous system regulation. So we do some slow, gentle breath work together, some gentle stretches. We have a meditation written by Morgan Harper Nichols. Her artwork is what you see up on the screen. We also have a compassionate healing strategy written by Dr. Ariel Schwartz. And we have our Loving the Self affirmation written by Lisa A. Romano. And what I've been doing for the last several months or so, I've been bringing a quote, a weekly quote from Young Pueblo's most recent book titled The Way Forward. And we usually have a theme, like a weekly theme. And the theme I found this week in looking at all of the resources is that we, in the midst of everything going on in the world, we are learning to recognize our progress. We're learning to pause, acknowledge everything we've been through to make it to where we are right here together, here in this place today. We're able to acknowledge that, observe it, and any feelings that we might have that come up around all the things that each of us has been through. We acknowledge those feelings, we validate them, we legitimize them. We compassionately witness one another here together every single week. We come here in such a beautiful, vulnerable place of community, and we check in with one another. We share what's been working for us, what hasn't been working for us. Hello to you, Jeffrey Sherman. I'm waving back at you. Thank you for the cake, John Harvey. And we share cake. John Harvey brings cake for us every single week, which is very, very welcome. I need a little sweet treat once a week. I really, really would love that. Can you deliver? I can get you an address. It would be really amazing to just have those cakes here. That would be awesome. But thank you. So yes, I warmly welcome you. If this is your first time listening to this replay, I warmly welcome you to our community. And for those who are here and you've not paused and said hello yet, I just want to let you know that I'm waving at you. I'm warmly welcoming you here. And I'm really grateful that you have chosen to be here with us. So before we get started with our gentle breath work and gentle stretches, I'm already getting kind of a yawn, like a parasympathetic response here. Just thinking about how we get to do our breath work together and our meditation and our affirmation. But before we do that, I just want to invite you to get just 1% more comfortable than you were when you first arrived. just invite you to get very comfortable. This is all about nervous system regulation. It's all about pausing and just being here to compassionately witness one another and to acknowledge everything and to validate where it is that we are in our unique healing journey. Your journey is unique. It's different than 7 billion other journeys. And I have such deep and profound empathy and respect and gratitude for each of you. Thank you for choosing to be here. And a special thank you to John Harvey, and also Ninja Taco and Vi and Kira and anyone else on our Blue Wrench crew that happens to show up. I just want to thank you for always showing up and keeping our chat a safe space for everyone to check in and to say hello. So as I mentioned, we're going to do some gentle stretches and some gentle breath work. And I want to invite you not only to just get 1% more comfortable, but also if you'd like to get a glass of water or a beverage that you may find soothing or enjoyable, now is a great time for you to do that. I'm just going to get a sip of water and we'll go ahead and get started here. So again, our theme this week is learning to recognize our progress and the importance of recognizing all that we have done to get us to the place where we are right here today. Okay? So, from wherever you're seated or standing or lying down, I want to invite you to reach your arms up towards the sky, rotating the wrists, wiggling the fingers, slowly reaching your arms all the way out to the side, rotating the wrists, turning your head all the way to the left as though you are trying to look behind you, all the way to the left. Allowing your head to slowly lean back, looking up as far as you can look up, as though you are trying to look all the way behind you through the top of your forehead. Allowing your neck to continue stretching all the way to the right. Looking as far to the right as you possibly can, as far behind you as you can to the right. Gently rotating your neck, facing forward. Gently pressing your chin as far down into your chest as you possibly can, as though you're tilting your head down towards your belly button. Gentle stretch in the upper back. If you're getting the urge to yawn, that's absolutely common, especially when we're here together and we feel safe. So many of us have been meeting here together for the better part of a decade. It's natural for our rest and digest to be activated. It's natural for our guard to be down and for us to feel just 1% more comfortable, 1% more safe than we did when we arrived. Allowing your neck to just sit comfortably, allowing your hands to fall to your lap. Slow breath. If you're feeling a little bit agitated, gently reach up and touch your earlobes with one finger on the front of your earlobes and your thumb on the back, and just gently touch your earlobes. This may cause a yawn. And we're going to tense every muscle in the body, and then we will release it, beginning in 3, 2, 1. Tense every muscle, pointing your toes or pointing them to the sky, downwards or upwards, and release. Nice, slow breath. Well done. Beautiful, beautiful, gentle breath work. Beautiful, gentle stretches. Great job. Just gonna get a sip of water. And before we do our meditation with Morgan, I have our quote from Young Pueblo. And he says on page 163 of his most recent book titled The Way Forward, let us throw away the idea that letting go is quick and is needed only once. The bigger the hurt, the deeper it is carved into the mind, unbinding old patterns and building healthy responses to life. These are long-term projects. Healing requires patience and repetition. Be intentional and do not give up. Slow breath. throwing away that idea that letting go is quick and only needed once it can be a little bit of a grieving process that goes along with that. So many of us in this community, everything we've been through, we just want to feel better. We just want to feel better. Right? But like young Pueblo says, the bigger the hurt, the deeper it is carved. And I would definitely agree with what he's sharing here about unbinding these old patterns and building healthy responses to life. All this work we are doing together here, what we've been doing on this channel together for a decade, it's a long-term project. Healing requires patience and repetition. May we be intentional and not give up. So grateful that I get to do this work alongside each of you. Our meditation with Morgan is so beautiful this week. She's really helping us to learn to recognize our progress that we're making in our healing journey. She says, there will be moments in life when trying to gather courage feels like an insurmountable task. The mere thought of acting bravely while feeling afraid may give the impression of acting prematurely or exposing ourselves to potential failure in front of others. These are genuine concerns that can arise when we attempt to be courageous. However, it is also important for us to remember that amidst the significant moments in life that require our courage, there are these countless smaller instances where you have already been displaying courage all along, even if you don't know it. From the moment you wake up in the morning, you are already practicing courage. Even something as simple as deciding to remove an item from your schedule to prioritize rest. This is an act of courage. And for many of us, with so much going on, taking a moment to rest, it can feel like a risk, as thoughts of what we should be doing instead linger in our minds. And yet, the very moment you choose to prioritize rest, even if only for a few minutes, even if it's only when you're here with us in this room on Mondays, This is indeed a form of courage that holds significance beyond what you may realize. The same could be true for when you add things to your schedule as well. For instance, perhaps you said yes to something you genuinely want to be a part of, but you're still nervous about what the outcome is going to be. Maybe you've volunteered or signed up for something that's important to you, and yet you wonder if you're qualified for it. And when you choose to carry on anyway, you are acting on courage. These unspoken moments of courage, they may feel small, but they are not significant. They are not insignificant. Another way in which we demonstrate courage is through our communication with others. There are instances when it may seem like you are merely engaged in conversation or sending a text message, but in reality, a whirlwind of thoughts and emotions churn within you as you contemplate how vulnerable you should allow yourself to be. Questions arise. Questions like, oh, well, should I share what's truly going on when someone asks me how I'm doing? Or is it worth asking a question, even if I may not like the answer? Do they actually understand what I'm talking about? Or are they just saying that? These are all examples of the mental and emotional considerations we actively navigate throughout our day. And while these actions may feel like everyday occurrences, they require us to breathe through each interaction, even the seemingly passive ones. This isn't to say that anyone is perfect at this, but the point is that it takes great courage to slow down and recognize that there are different ways to communicate, different ways to be vulnerable while considering others, and to decide what to share or what to withhold. It is essential for us to acknowledge the effort and the courage involved in these actions, no matter how small they may seem. And further, you envisioning a future that is beautiful in any way, well, this is another instance where your courage shines through. Whether it's a new friendship, a budding relationship, or becoming part of a community, you may hold hope that these connections will flourish in beautiful, healthy ways. Having this kind of hope, it demands great courage, because establishing and nurturing relationships, regardless of how well we know the individuals involved, this is a complex task that is never easy. And the same applies to your dreams. Attempting to imagine a better future for yourself, your community, your loved ones. All of this requires courage. Whether you're thinking about your life 10 minutes or 10 years from now, it takes great courage to look ahead. May these examples serve as a gentle reminder that you may have been displaying courage all along, and often without even realizing it. While there is always room for personal growth, it is crucial to recognize the progress that you have already made, as it holds greater significance than you may currently comprehend. Let's take a couple of deep breaths together. How did that feel? Let me know how that landed for you. It's so important we recognize our progress. It's so important. Well done. Warm welcome to you, Emily. Warm welcome to you, Betsy. So glad to have you both here. Warm welcome to you, Lisa. And hello to anyone else I didn't greet by name. Really glad you're here. We're going to transition into our compassionate healing strategy, written by Dr. Ariel Schwartz. Now, as always, Dr. Ariel. Oh, hello, Nadia. So good to see you as always. Oh, I'm sending you hearts right back, Emily. So as always, Dr. Ariel is inviting us to breathe slowly. And again, in alignment with our theme, really recognize our courage, our strength, our progress. It really is so important for our healing journey. Dr. Ariel says, grit is a key to success in many aspects of life. And in terms of trauma recovery, grit is a reminder of the value of courage and determination and perseverance. Some examples of grit are choosing to show up for yourself. Just like being here together, like we are every week for 10 years, right? We're choosing to show up for ourselves, or choosing to learn something new, even though it is challenging, or dealing with difficult experiences instead of avoiding them. And I don't know about you, but every single time we show up here together, we are exhibiting grit. We are choosing to show up for ourselves. We're choosing to learn something new, and we are choosing to deal with difficult experiences instead of avoiding them, like our healing journey. We could be avoiding our healing journey. Raise your hand if you know someone who has never participated in a healing journey that they may have needed to participate in. I can think of a couple people. I'm raising my hand. My mom and my dad. They could have definitely benefited from a healing journey that they did not participate in. And I would have benefited from that. So while that is true, I really want to pause and acknowledge and recognize our progress and our courage to participate in our own healing. We are choosing to deal with difficult experiences instead of avoiding them. And hear what Dr. Ariel is saying. She says research on grit reveals that what facilitates our capacity to embrace challenge is the ability to observe our impulses without immediately seeking gratification. Meaning, we observe the impulse to deny the reality of what it is we've gone through so we can just, forget about it all, so we can just, not have to focus on healing, because healing's exhausting, right? That would be gratifying. But no, we're not doing that, right? We're actually focusing on showing up for ourselves. And this capacity for self-control and for showing up for ourselves, it helps us to stay with discomfort longer. We're able to do what researchers and doctors call distress tolerance skills. Distress tolerance skills are important for emotional regulation. A warm welcome to you, Candida. We're so glad you're here with us. We warmly welcome you. Yes, I see your hand, John Harvey. Yes. Thank you to each of you who were sharing. Mine too, my family too. Yeah. So this capacity for us to experience distress tolerance, to build distress tolerance, practice distress tolerance skills, it helps us with emotional regulation. Now, in trauma recovery, it is this grit that Dr. Ariel is describing here that helps us to stay engaged in our healing journey during the difficult process of working through our pain. And one example of that, like I mentioned, is showing up here. Showing up here every single week, just pausing to check in with one another, pausing to say hello, offer a comforting word, just a gentle hello, or, like John Harvey brings us cake every week, right? And then Dr. Ariel says here, when we reflect on our experiences of grit and showing up for ourselves in our lives, we explore how we might nurture our own grit. And some ways we can do that is we're going to sit with These are some journal prompts. If you feel safe sharing in the chat box, please feel free to share in the chat box, and I will visit the chat box when I'm done reading these prompts. Or if you have a journal of your own, even just one of those little black and white composition books or something you buy at the drugstore, like a notepad. When we take some time and we review these questions, these journal prompts, and these statements, and we write about them, this is building the muscle of distress tolerance. It is an example of grit, courage, determination, strength. This is our progress in action. So Dr. Ariel's first prompt here is, as someone who has survived repeated relational trauma, who's living with CPTSD, in what ways have you engaged in life, even though you may have felt afraid? And guess what? Showing up here counts. It takes courage to show up online. It takes courage to show up and communicate and share and check in with others that we may not know. We're from 180 something countries all around the world. Our community is so vast, and yet here we are together every single week, either participating in the live stream or listening to a replay. So in what ways have you engaged in life, even though you may have felt afraid? Next, let us recall a time when we asserted ourselves or used our will. How did it feel for us to stand up for ourselves? How did it feel to use our voice? How did we feel afterwards? Next question. How have you been able to get back up when life, especially while healing, may have knocked you down? In what ways were you able to persevere and overcome some setbacks in your life? What or who has helped you to access this strength in difficult moments? Do you have a community? Do you have friends? Each of us is surrounded by 13 other people right now who are all on this journey right beside us. Next, in what ways are you engaged in learning something new in your life? And you know what? When we come here together once a week, we really are learning something new. We are learning that when we take risks to be in community with others, that it's worth the risk. We feel just a little bit less alone. And last, please pause. Place one hand on your heart space and one hand on your belly. And just take a slow breath with me. I am so proud of you. You are so brave. You are so courageous. And look how far you've come. You are here. Look at what it's taken to bring you all the way here today. I'm so proud of you. As we come close to ending our time together, I have our Loving the Self affirmation written by Lisa A. Romano. Lisa says, in the past, I may have ignored my gut instincts, my intuition. I may have done this because I preferred not to confront issues that I thought might upset others in my life. But for today, I will honor those hunches. I will honor my instincts. I will honor my intuition. And I will refuse to allow myself to continue to slip into states of denial. This takes great courage. It is what it is, and people are who they are. For today, I will no longer allow myself to get lost trying to get other people to change so that I can feel better. Today, I know that the only thing I can control is me. And that is empowering. Lisa says, I find much comfort here. Oh, so do I, Lisa. I'm so glad you're here. Yes, Emily, 1%. Candida says, I joined my church's worship band. I do struggle with finding my voice. I have a few close friends to talk with when it comes to support. I am working to manage thoughts and feelings. Well done, Candida. I'm celebrating you. Well done. John Harvey says, safe space only works if everyone makes it so. Thank you all. Thank all of you for making this a safe and great place to be on Monday night. Oh, thank you so much, John Harvey. Thank you. Thank you for helping to keep our chat safe. I appreciate each of you so much. Hello, Stumbling. Hello, Stumbling Gracefully. So glad you're here. Stumbling Gracefully says, I am so glad I have found this space and all of you in shared humanity. Yes, it is a great comfort. A heartfelt thank you. Oh, my hand is on my heart. I gently receive your words and I reflect them back to you. I am so glad you have found us. I am so glad you found this safe space. I am so glad that you are here with us in our shared humanity. It is a great comfort. And with my hand on my heart, I send you a heartfelt thank you. Lisa says, Monday is therapy day for me, and having the extra support has really changed my life. I just love you all. Oh, Lisa, we love you back. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you for allowing yourself to receive the support. You found us, and you chose to be here. Not once, not twice, but consistently. And that is a beautiful gift that you are giving yourself. Really grateful. Yes, Emily says hi, and she's so glad that you found us. And Emily says, I wish we weren't ending every time. Always procrastinating joining in, then I don't want it to end. Oh, that means so much. There's always the replay. I know it's not the same. I know it's not the same. But I'm so glad that you all decided to be here today. I'm sending you all so much love and hugs. Oh, hello to you, Jennifer. Oh, Jennifer says, Athena, I've cut off from negative people and I keep people that celebrate me as a person. Thank you, Athena, and everyone. Oh, Jennifer, I'm celebrating you. I am celebrating you. Oh my goodness. Sending you all so much love. Oh. Remember, this YouTube channel is sponsored by the Foundation for Post-Traumatic Healing and Complex Trauma Research. We have this new text to donate program that is it's really wild. I'm so excited. Let me see if I can find it. I don't even know where it went. Oh, here it is. It's for our CPTSD Awareness Day fundraiser. You can text the word GIVE 2024 to 707070, and you can help keep this YouTube channel going. And it's just an honor to be here. I'm so grateful. And please don't feel obligated to do so. Only do so if you want to. Let me see if I can type that out. Let's see. Text GIVE 2024 to 707070 if you'd like to support CPTSD Awareness Day. Here we go. Boom, there you go. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much. A warm welcome to you, Elena. We're so glad you're here. Oh, offering you so much comfort. So much comfort, so much compassion, so much strength. I really want to acknowledge how difficult and tricky situation that you're in. I have deep empathy. I've experienced very, 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 very similar situation. And while our stories are not the same, I've been in really dark, low places. I just want to validate any feelings you might have. I really feel seen. I really feel understood after your share, Elena. Thank you so much for your bravery and your courage. One of my teachers always tells me that in trauma recovery, in healing from the horrible things I've been through, that you can relate to, Elena, and everyone here, slow is fast and small is big. Yes. Yes. Same, Jeffrey. Same. Thank you all for your support. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being here. I honor you. I honor your process. I honor your journey. If I don't see you over in our community, there is a link to our community in the description section of this video or in the pinned comment in the chat. If I don't see you there, I'll be back with you here next Monday and every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern. And in the meantime, please be extra kind and extra patient and extra gentle with yourself because you're worth it. I'll see you soon. Good night, everyone.